beautiful nation.
Yeah, hey, we live, so just keep it down, Mote. We can ready to get started. I'm doing the intro right now.
The preachers, they got it confused. Come out of her. Cause Yahuwah is our deliverer. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, cause nobody's perfect. We're called by his name. We're called by his name. Seek him to be worthy. We should be coming together. There's power and unity. It's time to come into the order, cause we are a living prophecy. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. Lace up them boots. We gotta move step mode, put on camouflage. We gotta be wise. Open your eyes to the most high in the skies. We must stop arguing, it's irrelevant. We must live in the Torah, it's heaven sent. He will put it in your heart, fulfilling the word of the new covenant. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, cause nobody's perfect. We're called by his name. We're called by his name. Seek him to be worthy. We should be coming together. There's power and unity. It's time to come into the order, cause we are a living prophecy. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat.
Shalom, y'all. It is Michael Israel here. You're watching Spiritual Combat, and today we have Spiritual Combat news and events and updates. We have guests that are going to be on today. A bunch of different guests. The first thing we're going to talk about is the events in Detroit and in Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Men's Conference. I got one of my Ak Yosef, the brother who put on the event in the men's conference in Cincinnati, which was amazing. A lot of big things happened, big connections. We're going to talk to him about that. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to have, because he was up there in Detroit at the premiere of Ron Dalton's documentary. So I'm going to bring him on right now, and I'm going to have him talk about, the whole event and what he thought of it. So with that said, shalom, Ak Yosef. How you doing?
Hey, shalom. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you are loud and clear.
All right, shalom. My key is a wonderful event. The last 3 or 4 days leading up to this point has been back-to-back key moments. Just seeing the first Hebrew brother, to my knowledge, go mainstream like that in the movie theater. Bringing out so much significant information, artifacts, archaeological information for our people. Years and years of research compiled into a 3 to 4 hour segment of time to educate and empower and enlighten our people. It was just an amazing thing to watch, and just to see those people that traveled from miles and miles away to be a part of history. It was just a real special moment in time, so I told IU as well, bringing out, the professional equipment that you had, taking the pictures and, doing the videos, making it just a a memory that we were all, everybody that was there in that moment will remember that for the rest of their lives, being a part of that historical moment. So we're just excited about that. It's just nice to see Ron again. It's been about a year since I've seen him, and just seeing him at that event, doing some great things in the midst of, um, you know, people were saying that why would you do that? I mean, the fear tactics. I mean, I watched the movie myself, and I was just kind of like, man, the stuff that he's putting in this movie, they might try to come after him after this, But Agron, he's not walking in fear. He's not worried about those things. But it just takes a real bold and strong man to come out forthright with that type of information. Downgrading those people, the same people that's ruling this country and ruling this, population. He's coming against them. He's showing how false they are and how much of frauds and fakes they are throughout the movie, and just giving us more of a perspective of other people that we disregard as being Israelites, that they actually may be the people as well. He's giving pretty much proof. Other people with woolly hair, other type of evidence that line up with not just us so-called African Americans being the people, it's other people as well. So it's some real good information in there.
Exactly. And like I said, me and Yosef, we were up there at the event. Then the next day, he headed to Cincinnati before me, and then I arrived later that day. And if you could, man, talk about that awesome men's conference event, man, and I'll just let you, because it was just an amazing event, man. So I'll let you go into it.
Hallelujah. And I could see as you was describing the event that you kind of stuttered a little bit, because that's what that event would make anybody do. All the information that was shared within a 2-day period. I'd never been to any gathering or conference in my life. This is our 6th event, but with the information that was shared, Michael Israel gave advice on real estate. We cover a lot of aspects of being an Israelite man, as far as a business, entrepreneur. We handled it as being able to prepare and so for survival, and staying in your houses or fleeing on the run. We had, different scriptural studies. We had a scripture about training up a child. Michael Israel came back again with the marriage breakdown about biblical masculinity. I mean, he broke it down, precepts that I wasn't even paying that much attention to. But of course, that's his expertise and that's his field of study. But he's bringing those things out, allowing us to see those precepts from a different standpoint in time. All the events in between. We have oxen there doing boxing and self-defense, teaching us how to prepare and how to defend ourselves. Of course, the scriptures was coming out left and right. We had a historical event, because normally our events are geared towards, like, it's open to all Israel, but normally it's just different assemblies that come together. We had a few brothers from some camps that came in. Brothers was with Shalom, though. They didn't come in there on no nonsense, coming in there acting all crazy. The brothers it was just a total spirit of unity in that place. You know what I mean? Everybody in there didn't see or understand the scriptures the exact same way, but it wasn't no argument. It wasn't no fighting. It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? It wasn't no cultish behavior in there. Everybody was in unison, so it was a beautiful event. I just stepped outside of an assembly right now, and they were just in there talking about it today. I mean, people have been talking about that men's gathering for the last few days, about the different teachers. Somebody was in there talking about Michael Israel, and I was just kind of answering the oxen there, man, like what kind of stood out to you the most? And, somebody said Michael Israel, about that marriage lesson that he brought. So we had other people, entrepreneurs. I mean, we had one entrepreneur in there was talking about how he can make 6 figures off of the moving truck industry.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who in the world would have thought you could make 6 figures doing that? And then we had another arc in the car industry that was talking about 6 figures and having a residual income. And there was other people in there that had other businesses that they were talking about. I mean, like, man, I just really can't tell you how much you missed. Of course, you probably didn't even know about it. Some of you didn't. But for those of you that actually knew about it and didn't come, you really did yourself a disservice on this one. So We got more events that's leading up. Of course, Michael Israel is going to be continuing to keep you all up to date. We got the Midwest Brew out. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out for Octai Serve in February. So it's different musicians are going to be coming back to Cincinnati, Ohio. They're going to have a 3-day event, wine tasting, Hebrew marketplace, clothing, different things like that, music for 2 nights in a row, and just a good networking opportunity. If you're a business entrepreneur person, you want to bring that into the area, it's a good opportunity. And then we're going to be building again for the Hebrew Summer Gathering in Nashville, Tennessee in June. I'm prayerfully that Michael Israel's schedule will be open at that time, because he shared that information with the men, but the whole nation needed to hear that. And just like the survival training that was shared, you tell the people about that.
Man.
Tell the people about that training, where you
Bruh.
got 2 different standpoints. One person was giving you a training on how to survive if you got to take off a run with a little book bag. The other one was teaching you how to protect your house if you do have to stay. I mean, you got it from all different angles, and it just goes on and on. So
even all the way down to what to do for your wife. A little kit you could have in the car for your wife if she just runs out of gas on the side of the road. I mean, it was some heavy information that I mean, if you didn't learn anything there, then I mean, I don't know. You must not have been listening, but that was, man, I learned a lot, man. It was a very functional, efficient, practical event that you put together there, man. And like I said, I'm behind you on anything else you do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I greatly appreciate that. Appreciate you. Your resources. Aki Hukanan. You brothers working together. Sending me all these different other people. These connecting me to people in Israel, Yasharal, that I may have came across online, but you actually connected me with these people, put me on the phone with these people. I mean, man, what I see in the nation is something that I don't believe is taking place in the history of mankind. This awakening that's taking place now, and how all of us are starting to come together from the 4 corners and doing these gatherings, doing these events, and getting to know each other, connecting each other in these different cities and states, because we need that.
Right.
Once we split up from the gathering and from the event, now you got 5, 6, 7, 10 ox in your area that you didn't even know that was in the troop. And now you got a family down there. So when things hit the fan, it's going to be real important that we can connect with these people that we see at these gatherings, and that we can, put together plans for survival, plans on how we're going to be able to help each other, sustain each other, because we got the whole world coming against us, So we need to be able to build these relationships and continue to grow from here. So I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you.
Yeah, and one of the things, me and some of my ox, we were, prior to this event, we were kind of discussing and planning on doing a conference ourselves. But after we seen what Ak Yosef and Ty Serve and all them were doing over there, we were like, you know what? There's no need to reinvent the wheel. These brothers is already doing what we was talking about. Let's just come together with them and support whatever they're doing. Because that's how on point, how Yah ordained this event this brother had, And it was amazing. That room barely held everybody, man.
Man, it barely held everybody. And what that did, it added to the excitement, too.
Yeah.
Ox was in there sweating. The heat got turned up. When the messages started coming forward, it added. So I'm just thankful to you, Aki, for opening your platform, even with Spiritual Combat. Actually, somebody, I don't know how this family came, but somebody watched it. I think he was telling me there's people down in my region in Michigan, Ohio, and stuff that they don't even know how close I am to them or how close we are to each other. And somebody's mother reached out to her daughter, and her daughter told her husband, and that's one of those ox. I believe he may have watched it through Spiritual Combat.
Yeah, okay.
They end up coming down from a different part of Ohio, So it's just, you just never know. You might get just that one person that watched this video, and they may send you an email request or try to say, I need to get that brother's phone number, and it can lead to so many other people. You know what I mean? So appreciate what you're doing. You definitely got the just the radio station that's set apart on YouTube. I just appreciate how you just serving effortlessly. I mean, I talked to Ron. He talked about how you put so much money into the behind the scenes stuff with the Hebrews and Negroes and just flying down there, being a true servant, and then you right back in a whole different state, a whole different city within hours of that. Right back there. I'm so glad that, and I know that this is how much of a servant you are. You were celebrating 10 years with your wife. 10 years with your wife, but once you got back over there to that information, I mean, you got locked and loaded. I mean, and you got and I hope that Coach Koya won't be mad at Akiosa, but I am glad that your husband stayed for the boxing and self defense, because I know you was tired from that Detroit trip.
Yeah,
you was ready to go to the hotel, but you stayed and just got the boxing and self defense and
it was worth it, man. Because and I'm not playing around, because the stuff that I taught about the angles, about throwing the punch, and then doing the defense and all that, like, that stuck. I did not forget that. You know what I'm saying? That was some good information that brother's gonna bring out. I'm gonna bring him on as soon as I get a chance, hopefully next week, so he could go into that a little bit more. But he broke that down real good. Yeah. And the thing is, man, let me tell y'all this, okay? I'm not exaggerating or trying to lie, because I wouldn't say this. I've been to a lot of cities, and it's probably because of the time of year it was, but I've never, like, Cincinnati is the best city I've ever been to, because, and I guess it was because of the time of year, because there was really nobody downtown, but there was all this stuff to do, and there wasn't any lines, it wasn't crowded. So we just had a ball down there on that last day, hanging out as a family. And, me and my wife, we can't wait to come back up there,
Hey, hallelujah. Well, we thankful that you all, came. Appreciate her once again. I know you put it down with the biblical masculinity. So, you put it down that you got to do what you got to do. And that's how it is. We got to do this work. And they are helpmeets, they support us and things of that nature. But just seeing that lesson that you brought, I'm actually about to go to Spiritual Combat and download your lesson, because my camera didn't come to me until about 4 o'clock. I had my camera, but I had a stand, so I couldn't record everything from my point of view. But I think you recorded it. I don't know if they said it was some kind of noise in the camera or not.
Yeah, my wife said there was a slight hum to it. But I think it's all the audio is good enough to where you can clearly understand what's being said. And I did cover, for those of y'all who want to see the event, on the Saturday event, the Shabbat event, I recorded that whole thing in its entirety on YouTube. So it's on my Spiritual Combat YouTube channel. If somebody wants to split each teaching up, they could go on there and download the video and do that. You're welcome to do that. So, yeah.
That's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be posting your video on my page, because I need to go on and get that uploaded. So I'm uploading these events little by little. Just got the boxing thing on there last night, and then we're gonna be getting to your teaching next. So I need to go on your page, download that, upload it to the channel, and just upload all the other events in their proper order. And just I'm excited, Ak. I just can't wait to see you again and see the other Ox. My other Ak on the line. I don't want to mess his name up. I just said it, but I was just talking to the Ak. And
my man Yahakwa, we getting ready to bring him on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be, me and him gonna be talking, entrepreneurship, and just having him down for the February event, and possibly at the Hebrew Summer Gathering as well. I believe that I don't know if this is the Ak Moshe on the line that Yehukanan.
Moshe, yep, Moshe gonna be on later. He's in the virtual studio right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to reach out to Ak Moshe. I mean, man, just the way that we getting connected in this time, I know that something real big is about to happen. You know what I mean? And I'm just glad to be a part of it, Doc. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back over to you.
All right, appreciate you. Shalom, Ak.
Shalom, shalom.
All right. So next on what I'm getting ready to bring on Ak. I met it's funny the way I met him because I saw there was something he posted on I think it was on YouTube. I saw something he posted on YouTube, and he about his business and what he does, and I was like, man, I need to get him on the show because that's unique. I haven't heard of anybody doing that. And when I went to Messenger to message him, he had already sent me a message asking to come on the show and sent his number and everything. So with that said, the brother's business is Hebrew Hotline Promotions, and the Ox name is Yahakwa. All right, and he educated me on pronouncing his name, so I'm on point today. See, y'all gotta get old Michael Israel straight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta educate him. But anyway, hey, Shalom, Ak. It's good to have you on the show. Yahakwa, if you could just introduce yourself and what you do.
Well, shalom, shalom, brother, and shalom, family. And yes, indeed, Ak, you got my name correct. All praises to the Most High. Family, my name is Yahakwa, and what I do is, like the brother said, I run a unique service. It's called Hebrew Hotline Promotions. And let me kind of give you, the origins of it, the beginning, how everything got started. So I'm telling you, my son, he at 12 years old, he's 13 now, but last year he came to me and he said, Dad, because he loves fashion, he loves to look good. He said, Dad, what about an apparel brand called Hebrew Hotline? And I said, son, I love the name. And I said, but what does it mean? And he said, well, I don't know. And then so I thought about it and I said, what is a hotline? I said, a hotline is an emergency call to action. And so I'm like, so it's a wake-up call. And so I searched the scriptures. And so our foundation for our t-shirt line, Hebrew Hotline, is Baruch 2:30. And if you read Baruch 2:30 in the Apocrypha, it talks about that even though we are stiff-necked people in the land of our captivities, we'll remember ourselves. And so, man, we did a trial run on, selling the t-shirts, man. People love them. This is the design that we have here. People love them. And then that morphed into a Hebrew Hotline Promotions. And let me explain to you what that is. Hebrew Hotline Promotions is a service where we're going to appear at Hebrew Israelite events, and we're going to promote products. We're going to promote entrepreneurs who cannot appear at these events. One of the frustrations that I had in this truth is having all of these great ideas and concepts, but not being able to, showcase them at these events. And so I'm like, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to create my own solution. So what Hebrew Hotline Promotions is doing, and our first event, just to let everybody know, is going to be the Midwest Brew Out. And those dates is between February 22nd and February 24th, with the vendors event being February 24th, I believe, which is a Sunday. So we got a full table. We already registered, and we trying to bring on businesses. So if you can't become a vendor at the event, we'll promote your products for you. So you can send me an email at hebrewhotline@gmail.com, and I'll submit you the information on the cost and everything needed. But yeah, so and I'm excited because the people are excited. I've been putting some information out on Facebook the past week, and I'm telling you, all praises to the Most High family, because I've been getting an excellent response, man. Because this awakening is explosive. And I'm so amazed at all of the Israelite businesses and entrepreneurs that's out there. I mean, everybody's doing everything that you can imagine, from clothing lines to healthcare, to body skincare products. I'm working with some people, man. They have a bow and arrow that they're selling. So what we'll do with Hebrew Hotline Promotions is we'll promote your product at the event on your behalf. So in a nutshell, that's what we're doing, Mike.
There we go. Okay. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pull up if they want to contact you, how can they contact you?
Absolutely. Yeah. So all they have to do is just for right now, just contact me. Just use the email. And again, our email address is HebrewHotline@gmail.com. Easy to remember, easy to spell. You can also reach me on Facebook too, under my page name, Yahawquah, and that's spelled YAHAWKQUAH. So I'm gonna repeat it again. Email address is HebrewHotline@gmail.com, or look me up on Facebook at Yahawquah, YAHAWKQUAH. Yep. And so I've been getting a lot of emails, and people been reaching out to me through Facebook, man, wanting to know, how everything works. So yeah, absolutely. If you have a product and even a service too, Mike. So what if someone has a product that cannot be shipped for whatever reason, maybe it's not ready, or if they have a service or even a ministry, we'll promote your flyers, your business cards, your brochures. We'll have them all there at the table. Because one thing that entrepreneurs don't understand is that although online is great, we all use it to promote our businesses and do our ministry, we don't realize that face-to-face marketing or offline marketing is making a huge comeback. People want to be able to see you. They want to be able to hug you. They want to be able to touch your product, flip through your books, take a sample of your product. And so even though the entrepreneurs can't be there, if their products is at the table, the mishpachah, they can touch and feel it. They can feel that fabric from your clothing line. They can pick up your item, and it kind of just sticks in your memory like, okay. And we'll be giving out business bundles as well. So everybody will leave with your contact information, whether you have a product or whether you have a service or ministry. So we covering all bases with this thing.
And one of the things that I'm sure everybody else sees and that I'm gonna point out is you see the brother's communication skills. I picked that up immediately when I called you on the phone when I was up in Detroit that first time, that, okay, this brother communicates good. And that, a matter of fact, I'd rather have you sell something for me than I do it, because I'd be stuttering all over myself. So
you know what? I didn't mean to cut you off, but you just made such a good point, something that I wanted to bring out. The thing with this is that you want somebody who can communicate well, because we're going to be representing you and your product, okay? And I'm not no rookie to this. I wanted to let everybody know that I've been working with small business owners and entrepreneurs for, my goodness, probably over 15, 20 years, okay? And it's very important that the right person is representing you and your product. And the reason why Hebrew Hotline Promotions is a good fit is because we passionate. I'm extremely passionate about small business and entrepreneurship. A lot of people have so many great ideas and concepts. They just don't know how to get it out there. They don't know how to market it properly. And that's what we come in for you on your behalf. So you brought up such a great point, and I really appreciate that compliment. I try to do the best that I can, well communicate myself and what we do. But it's a great point, because it's very important that the right person and people are representing what our mishpachah have to offer.
Yep. Okay. Also, let me see something. And now, part of your service, you said, is bartering.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we're doing to kind of help keep the costs down low for our people is that I charge a small fee, a reasonable fee, to have us promote you, and then I split that with bartering. Okay, so instead of you paying a set full price, you'll pay half cash and then half barter. And the way that where the barter comes in handy is that it helps to cut down costs for you, the entrepreneur, small business owner, and it also gives us the opportunity to have your product visible there and promote it. And it also gives us an opportunity to actually test and use the product. So it's a genius concept, man, that I've been working on for a long, long time. For the longest time, man, I wondered why the Most High never allowed me to get this out in the secular world, because I've been working on this for a long time. But I see what he's doing. He wanted me to bring this concept and idea for our people, 12 tribes. And so, and ever since I did that, when I put it out there for our people, it started taking off. But yeah, the bartering option is going to be big because it's going to help cut down costs for the entrepreneur, and it gives us an opportunity to display and promote their product visibly where the people can touch and feel what they have.
All right. All right. And if you could give your contact information again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can contact me by email at HebrewHotline at gmail.com. Again, that's HebrewHotline at gmail.com. Or you can look me up on Facebook under my name, Yahawkwa, YAHAWKQUAH.
Okay. And I think you were saying here you have another online business for marketing services for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. So also what we do too is, because what I wanted to mention to the family is that my background is actually in online business and internet marketing. I've been internet business marketing consultant for about 15 or 20 years. So that's another thing that I do that I want to bring to the table. And I put out a post, I think it was yesterday. It was called Monday Marketing Tip. And man, when I put that tip out, man, I had people contacting me. Man, I had one Makoti, one sister contact me, man, and she purchased one of my services yesterday. Because what we do with the marketing side of things is we'll help you come up with a unique business name, a unique domain name for your website, and things of that nature. Because what people don't realize is important. And I'll just kind of briefly just share the tip that I put out yesterday. Is that when you're coming up with a name for your business or your website or even your email address, you want it to be short, sharp, easy to spell, and to the point. So I had a sister, if I could just give a plug real quick, I had a sister reach out to me and she said, you know what, Yahawkwa, she said, based on what you just said, she said, I'm getting ready to change the name of my business. And so we was conversating back and forth, and man, she paid for one of our services and we came up with a really good name for her business. And I just want to put it out there real quick. Her name is Vicky Durham, for all of the people that know Vicky. And she has a skin line. And so we came up with the name Royally Radiant Skincare. So it's Royally Radiant Skincare. And she really liked it. She was able, we helped her secure the domain name royallyradiant.com. Something easy to remember, easy to spell, and it has a meaning behind it. That radiant for her skincare. She also does hair wraps. So that's another thing that we do, man. We want to, and I'm going to hit the Mr. some things later on down the line about keywords for your business and what you're doing, because keywords they're worth money. And a lot of us don't know that when you securing domain names and you putting words on your website, you can actually use words that are actually worth money, and that'll get you a lot of traffic to your site. So I'm not going to go into that today because this is about Hebrew Hotline promotions and getting some products for this event. But Michael, man, we got some stuff coming that's going to help the Mishpachah entrepreneurially, man. We got some big things coming.
Awesome. So real excited about Yahawkwa and his business and what he's doing. I really think it's a awesome service for the Hebrew community, especially with, as you can see, with Ak Yosef that we talked to earlier, with the events that are going to begin to be happening in the Hebrew community. There's going to be a lot of events, and this is something we definitely want to get out there, get our products out there. I forget who I remember who said it. It was the brother. I forget the brother's name though, but he makes wine, and he was just saying, with this awakening, and I'm telling you, this thing is steamrolling ahead. Me, I'm in a unique position where I see this thing from a kind of a bird's eye view, because I deal with the whole Hebrew community, and I mean it's accelerating. It's imperative to find your spiritual gift, what you do, work it, perfect it, because our people, as they wake up, they're going to want to separate from this Babylonian culture and keep our money. It's written. I mean, we're going to begin to function as a nation. So, stuff like this is important. Go ahead. No,
I'm sorry, man. Absolutely, you're so on point with what you're saying. And one of the things that I want to bring out too, and this is just to help motivate the family based on exactly what you're saying. So we know we got to pray, right? Okay. And I want to make sure that my next comments don't get misconstrued. But the one area that I think we're missing is it's not enough doing. We know that faith without works is finished, is dead.
Right.
So in the midst of us praying for, these financial blessings and everything that we praying for, we got to do without ceasing. And I've been through so much adversity. I mean, about 5 years ago, man, I almost died, man. I had a stomach disorder disease that they said that was so bad that they never seen nothing like it. And so, here I am 4 or 5 years later, man, so much trial, adversity, financial issues, and all of that. But the key is that with that praying, we gotta do without ceasing, because like you said, this thing is exploding, and we so talented as a nation. I mean, man, people coming out the woodworks. And so, like you said, we just got to do, and Hebrew Hotline Promotions is just one way to help us get that, get our products and services out there.
Right. That's good. So yeah, so that is Brother Yahakwa. Definitely check him out. If you got products, definitely contact him. And I appreciate you coming on the show. And definitely you're definitely going to see a lot of them, because me and him are actually working on a little project that we'll let y'all know about in the short-term future. But with that said, appreciate you coming on up, and definitely y'all will see him on here again.
Absolutely. If I could, can I just say one more thing before we leave? Yeah. So if any of you guys have products that you want featured at this Midwest Brew, give me a call. I just wanted to give me an email. I just wanted to mention just a few of the products that we didn't have coming in already real quick. Yeah, we got Genoa's Art, ART. He's going, my son doing some crafts. Man, he's a designer. He's an artist. We got another company that we're working with. If you guys can see this here, it's called Israelite American. Man, they doing some big things, man. They got a concept that's unbelievable. We got, of course, we got Hebrew Hotline. You see my shirt. This is a shirt here. This is actually our first edition shirt that actually has sold out, that we just brought back. We got a young lady. I don't want to give her a name because she hasn't given me permission, but she's already on board for this event, man. She's doing hot sauce. She got like 8 different flavors. And then I'm actually in talks with a potential sponsor from Dennis Delmar about his book, The Wilderness. I'm gonna be got a meeting with him this week. And so and then like I told you guys, we were working with Vicky from Royally Radiant. And so we filling up. We only have so many spots available. So email us, HebrewHotline@gmail.com for more information on how to get your product at the Midwest Brew Out. Shalom.
All right. So again, that's Yahakwa. Definitely check him out. All right. So we have my Moshe. I'm gonna bring him in. I see he's on there. Let me bring Moshe on. Shalom, what's going on?
Shalom, Hebrew.
What you been up to, man?
Oh man, I cannot complain, man. Bless.
All right.
How y'all doing?
We doing good. We doing good.
Oh, good.
And what I'm gonna do is pull up. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen for everybody to see. Your album cover is Moshe Hebrew Takeover.
Hallelujah, Khan. That's right.
And tell us what's going on with that. Give us the latest, greatest, and up-to-datest on it.
Well, man, it took me about a good year to get this thing going, but anything of the Most High, man, it's always on His time and not ours. So this Hebrew Takeover, it's pretty much just about us taking back the throne, man, was rightfully ours. You know what I'm saying? Like waking up and and going back and retrieving everything the enemy has stole from us, from our spiritual mind into everything this world he has promised us from here to the kingdom. So I got a lot of brothers, come on there and help me out with the mixtape, show some love. And I appreciate some of them brothers, like I said, like John Boy, the Aksha from Real Judah, Michael, Judah Ben Israel, my son Yaron. Man, get ready he got an album coming that we're working on as well. My wife Adina Yasharala, she's on there as well. I mean, there's many more, man. Just many more brothers and sisters that came and showed me love, and is taking back over this music, taking back over the world, taking everything that's ours.
Right. If you could, and when can we expect the album out?
It will be dropping January the 1st, of 2019, of course, and I'm going to have some audio digital cards, and so when I get them in, I'm gonna go live with Facebook and do a little something with Israel and hand out some free music as well. So January the 1st is when it's released, family.
Okay, awesome. And are you going to do any videos to any of the tracks?
I already have done a video. I'm going to do some more, family. Y'all be patient with me because I got a lot of work to do. But I have a video done to El of Israel. I have a video already done of that one that's going to be on there. That's already floating around. I just put it up on YouTube, I believe, yesterday. But it's been floating around on Facebook already for about a couple weeks. So, but Ella Israel's one, and then I'm going over a couple other ones to see. Matter of fact, I might just post it up on Facebook and take a vote and see, and whichever track that y'all like the most, that'd be the one I try to do next. So,
okay,
but yeah, it'll be videos to it.
All right. So we'll definitely keep an eye out from it. I'll set something up. If you want to do an album release on here, we could do that on Spiritual Combat, however you want to do it. You know the way me and you get down. But did you have anything else you wanted to bring up?
No, I mean just man, I love what the other brothers is out there doing, man. Man, I want them to stay encouraged, keep up the good work, man. You know the enemy is always gonna try his tricks, but man, you brothers is doing well, man, and continue to being pillars in the community, continue chasing that vision that the Most High had gave you. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing what them brothers is doing, man. And I just pray that we all continue to come together and continue building as a nation. I mean, we one body. That's what we're supposed to be. Let's continue to build as a nation and become one. So,
right.
I mean, man, 2 thumbs up to them brothers, man. I appreciate seeing the love, seeing the work out there. Salute to y'all, man.
All right.
Yeah. And so, and then if y'all want, like I said, y'all know YasharaNation.com. Y'all can catch everything at YasharaNation.com or Yashara Nation Facebook or Bandcamp. Like I said, the music's gonna be up everywhere. Anywhere you look for Moshe, Ben Yehuda, or Yashara Nation, anywhere you look for that, it'd be on iTunes, it'd be on Raspberry, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes, whatever you can think of, it'd be there. So support, man, show love, man, and continue being a blessing in Israel.
All right.
God.
All right. So that is Ak Moshe. Album will be coming out soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Appreciate him coming on. And Ron Dalton is supposed to be coming on. Matter of fact, let me. I'm gonna give him a call. He was busy. He's trying to get his child to go to sleep. So let's see how he made out.
I know that all too well. Jeez.
and give him a call. Yeah, and yeah, it does not look like I'm gonna be able to get him on right now, but I'm gonna have Ron on very soon. It might even be later on tonight, but definitely probably tomorrow, because he has a bunch of official information that he needs to roll out concerning the release of his documentary online and on the New York event that's coming up towards the end of January. So he's gonna be bringing all that all that information out. I'm gonna let him do it. And I think he said he's gonna have a new trailer or something coming out for it. But I think he's a little busy right now. But yeah, all that said, man, it was definitely an awesome event up there in Detroit. Really enjoyed it. And then me and Sister Koya, my wife, we had an amazing drive down to Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, I mean, it was like every building in Cincinnati is brand new. As we began to enter the city, the outskirts of it, that is a nice city, man. And you go right across the bridge and you're in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, the whole area is just rich with stuff to do. You got all types of stuff. So it's an awesome town to visit, man. We were sad leaving, but it was good. It's like New York without all the crowds and the lines. You know what I'm saying? Or same thing, it's like Atlanta without all the crowds and the traffic and the lines. But like you heard me say, that might be because of the time. It was a couple days before Christmas, so maybe that's why it was that way. But it was awesome, and it was amazing to be in Detroit. Finally, see Detroit. Detroit was amazing. If you can get to this movie premiere, the one in New York City, which is coming up the end of January, man, make sure you get it. The whole experience of being at these premieres is awesome. It's just an awesome experience. This next one, I'm gonna definitely be reaching out to a lot of the brews in New York City. I got a couple people that Ron told me he wanted me to reach out to, so I'm gonna try to reach out to some folks and get them to come out. So yeah, definitely look forward to it. But anyway, with that said, keep an eye out for the live that I do here. It'll either be today or tomorrow with Ron Dalton, because there's going to be some heavy information brought out about, if you want to catch the Hebrews to Negroes Wake Up Black America documentary, you'll be able to do it. He's going to put all that information out very soon. And anyway, with that said, let me check. I don't think y'all got any questions, but let me check to make sure. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me see. So yeah, it looks like y'all do not have any questions. But anyway, with that said, y'all, I'm going to wrap this broadcast up of news and updates. And with that said, shalom, y'all.